Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Jake from TodaysiPhone.com, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the new Apple Store 2.0. Okay, so you may or may not know, but today, May 22nd, Apple is rolling out new designs and features for their retail stores, their online stores, and their Apple Store application for iOS in honor of the 10th anniversary of the first Apple retail store. Now, I wanted to see what was up with it, so I drove to my local Apple Store and I took some footage of basically all the new things I could find. Now, I was expecting some whole new design or maybe some new layout, at least some new posters or something on the wall, but basically the only difference I saw was that there were a lot more iPads around. And that's because they replaced all of the little descriptions of products, the little white signs, with iPads with built-in applications that let you interact with all the features of the product you're looking at. You can click on things, you can compare products, you can view prices, all from the iPad right next to it. It's mounted on this little plastic thing, so you can't move it, and the home button doesn't work. It's really just like a fancy product description sign. I mean, it is cool, and I was talking to an Apple guy at the store, and he was telling me how it's just, it's a more Apple way to do things, which is true, but then I asked him what else was new other than all the iPads laying around, and that's it. There's nothing else new. They built this application for iPads, they replaced the signs, and that's Apple Store 2.0. I mean, don't get me wrong, the whole iPad thing is really cool with the internal store application. There's even a little button on the application to set up a meeting with the concierge once you get in the store, and then you set it up, you stay where you are, and then that goes into their online queue or whatever, and then they go and walk over to you and they help you, so it's really easy to get in touch with somebody if the store is really full, as it usually is. But I mean, it's more of like a convenience thing. It's cool, but I was pretty underwhelmed. As far as the Apple online store goes, I've been checking it out for a while and I really can't see any difference. I mean, maybe they upgraded some stuff, made it faster or anything, but I don't notice any difference between that and the online Apple Store that I had last week. I mean, if you guys see anything or notice anything new, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I'm interested to see what Apple's done. As far as the iOS application goes, I talked about this in an article yesterday, but basically Apple is just making it a more robust application. Before, I like to call it an Apple Store Lite. You could search the basic products and accessories that Apple had to offer. You could make purchases, but you couldn't really customize anything, or I don't know, it didn't seem very reliable. I personally wouldn't have ordered anything from it. But now you can customize build-to-order Macs with processors, memory, software, all different types of things. It's basically the same options on the online Apple Store. So that's really cool that they're giving you a viable third option to use to purchase things. But again, it's cool, but not the biggest update in the world. Personally, I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed. With all the secrecy and hype surrounding this, I expected something a lot cooler than couple extra iPads lying around. Let's just say if I was the first Apple retail store and this was my 10th birthday party, I'd be kind of pissed. Alright, so in conclusion, Apple Store 2.0. Cool, it's okay, doesn't deserve all the hype it has, and should have probably been something a bit more exciting. That's all the information I have for you guys right now. I asked the guy at the Apple Store if I could film him explaining it, but that was a big fat no. They gave me the number of the media helpline for Apple, called them, and they didn't pick up, so I guess I'm not important enough here. Anyway, so if you guys have any interesting information or questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you've gone to the Apple Store and seen Apple Store 2.0, what do you think of it? Do you share my sentiment in that it was kind of underwhelming, or are you happy with the things that Apple's done? Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at TIPJake for updates and random things. I love to answer your questions and talk to you about anything, so definitely go and do that. And don't forget, for more news, views, reviews, and much more coverage on Apple Store 2.0, definitely check out TodaysiPhone.com.